Well, hello everyone. This is Robin Carter with Robin's Creations, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator out of Flower Mound, Texas. And guess what came in today? My August 2024 paper pumpkin kit. So today I'm going to be doing an unboxing for you today. The only thing I have done is taken off the outside wrapper so that we would be easier to get started. But before we begin, I have some news to share, but first I want to thank those of you that have subscribed to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate you. And we only need a few more to get to 3,700. So if you are new to my channel, or maybe you have watched a while and have yet to subscribe, I would really appreciate if you would hit that subscription button. So also, news I want to share, hot off the press, is tomorrow Stampin' Up! Is having a free shipping day. So for orders over $75 of merchandise, I always forget to add that part. So it's my favorite time to get prepaid paper pumpkin subscriptions. I think I may be due for one. I generally do the 6-month, and I'm going to switch to hands down so I can share this information with you. So let me switch. Okay, I created this little flyer to give you an example of why I love prepaid and when I get my prepaid subscription. So a prepaid paper pumpkin subscription just means you pick the amount of time you want to prepay, 3, 6, or 12, and then you get a code emailed to you that you would enter into your paper pumpkin account. Now you can only have one active at a time. It doesn't mean you can't purchase one ahead of time, because I think I have 1 or 2 months. So if I prepay tomorrow during free shipping, I'll just hold on to that code until they've billed all through my other 2. And then when that is gone, you can enter in those codes. So I always want to point that out to you as well. Here is the breakdown of how this works. So you can purchase 3 months, okay, for $71. And it comes out when it's free shipping day to $23.67. Now, without free shipping, it is $26.27 plus tax. So that is actually more than the month-to-month $25. So you would only want to do that, say maybe you wanted to bump it up to a hostess level to earn free Stampin' Rewards. That makes sense to do that. My favorite is the 6-month prepaid, and it is $130.50, which comes out to $21.75 plus tax. So that's what, $3.25 of savings for each month. Now, I also want to point out that it doesn't mean that, okay, I buy 6 months, I have to do the next 6 months. You can still suspend, say there's a month you wanted to suspend to catch up, or maybe it was a kit you weren't that inclined to get. You can still suspend your account. It just means you will get 6 total whenever you decide to keep your account active. So there's also a 12-month, and there's even a 1 month that I think is $24. So it's $1 savings from the month to month, and with free shipping, it makes sense to save $1, right? If you just wanted to subscribe for one. But I want to tell you, if you are a new subscriber, I do have the flyer for this next quarter of Paper Pumpkin. If you are a brand new Paper Pumpkin subscriber, they have a special for you. So if you start your subscription and you're a new subscriber, just for this month, you can get 40% off this kit, which I think I'm so looking forward to. You would just need to enter in the code HOLIDAY40 if you're a new Paper Pumpkin subscriber. And I have a link if you would like me to be your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I would be honored to do that. And there's a link in this video description box of where you can subscribe using myself as your demonstrator. But here is the preview of next quarter. Now, I did go ahead and purchase this Nest of Winter Sweet collection. I was kind of on the fence about it, but as soon as I heard that this paper pumpkin kit was going to coordinate with that, I jumped on that product. So I will show you those in a minute. Here is November. Now, November is not going to be a card kit. It's going to be these little stockings, which would be cute gift-giving options for your holiday season. And then this is December. There is also a new set of add-on dies, and this gives you the little image of them. The item number for those are 165639. Now, unfortunately, I just ordered all this stuff, and then, of course, we get a free shipping, but that's okay. Hopefully, you can take advantage of that. But like I said, I will probably go ahead and add my 6-month Paper Pumpkin subscription tomorrow. All right, so let me show you that Nests of Winter collection. So it's right here and came in today just with my Paper Pumpkin kit is the bundle and DSP that I received. So this is that stamp set. Isn't it cute? I love these birds. And of course, I got it as a bundle to include the dies. And just look at this paper. I mean, that's just one page. It's my favorite. It shows the birds. And it gives you a good way of, when I stamp these, how I might want to color them. So that is nice too. I'm not going to show you each page just because this is an unboxing and I want to get to the unboxing as soon as possible. But like I said, this is the product as well as the embossing folder, which I think I showed back when I got those in. So if you want to get these, tomorrow would be a great day to get those during free shipping. So you can kind of see a little glimpse of all the different papers right there. I usually love the front and backs. And this shows the embossing folder. If you're interested in the bundle, which I think the suite, I don't know if the products came in, but the suite where you can order everything under one number, I think it's unavailable. But last I looked, the bundle was still available, which is the stamps and the dies. And that bundle number is 164044. And the paper is DSP, which stands for Designer Series Paper, is 164183. And the embossing folder 164049. So I just wanted to share that in case you were unaware that those were going to coordinate. Okay, I think that's all the business. Let's get to the fun unboxing for August. So like I said, I've only taken off the wrapper, and this is the back of my shipping label. I'm going to put that to the side because if you followed me before, you know we need to test our stamps out. So Stampin' Up! Can only guarantee 90 days where you can call if your stamps or products are messed up in somehow. So the first thing you want to do, even if you don't plan to do this kit for a while, is test these stamps. Now let me get a full-size pad just so I can ink them up faster for this unboxing. So I just take my shipping label. You may want to have a Stampin' Pierce mat. I do usually use my glass media mat, but for videos I do not because it just reflects so much and I think that might get annoying. So I just take the thin part off my stamps, get my ink pad, and ink them up. Now I forgot to do one thing. I do usually say do Versamark, and of course I didn't do that. Let's see how the images go as they are. Oh, I love that we have leaves. All right, that did pretty good. Now see how the leaf, now granted, this is not Whisper white, or excuse me, basic white paper that's is meant for stamping, but at least lets you test your stamps. So I'm going to clean this off and get my Versamark out and ink it up first with that. I hope I got it all off. Okay, this is my chamois, by the way, and this is just a quarter of it. You can see it's well loved, and I cut it in half. This is half, and then I cut this half in half again, just so it's not one big thing to flop around trying to clean stuff up. All right, let's do the Versamark first this time. And see if we get better image. Now, Versamark is like a sticky ink. It's usually the best thing to use when you're embossing if you don't have like a craft pigment ink because our regular stamp pads are water-based inks. Let's see if this does any better on this copy paper that they print our labels on. You can see it's already doing better. Now, if you continue to have trouble getting a solid image, you can use like a white eraser and go over your stamps gently with that. Some people say rub it against your jeans, just something to get off the manufacturing film that could be on your stamps. So those look good, and let's see what they say. Okay, so we get 2 different leaf stamps, which is nice. And then based on the information, I know this is meant for the snail. Here's its body and here's its little shell. We get thinking of you, sending autumn wishes your way, and with thanks. So this is a great stamp set. That is one of the best things I love about Paper Pumpkin are the exclusive stamp sets that are only available with these kits. All right, I've got my little negative there. Okay, so we also got a Cajun Craze ink spot. So if you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber of mine, let me grab last month's maybe. Well, here is July's. So if you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber of mine, I've got something in this one. You will receive a sleeve like this to store your stamps in, as well as a 1-inch square of coordinating cardstock that you can put on the back of this and write Cajun Craze. That way you can store your inks upside down, much like our full-size pads, and you'll still be able to see what color it is. So that's just a perk for my Paper Pumpkin subscribers. And let's get to the goodies. I usually pull this out and it came out easily. Sometimes I just flip my box upside down. But there's some tissue you can save if you want for gift giving. And here is our kit. So let me get some little scissors. I always tell you, when you open it, go off like here where the cardboard is, so you don't accidentally snip your products in your kit. So that would be quite sad. All right, let's see if that tears open pretty easily. Now, if you also may be like, where are the instructions? If you're new, they are on the flip side of this. Right here. So just flip it over and there you'll have your instructions. So this is how the kit is intended to make. And if you follow me, you know I love to make Paper Pumpkin alternative cards. That way I expand my kit to more than just the cards. Now they include this since they don't print the images on the acetate anymore. They include this, and as you can see, I do keep it, and I just stick it in the back of your stamps. It also helps keep the sunlight away from your stamps. Now, one person found, don't remember who you are, that you could actually use this as a thing, just like put tear and tape or something on the sides. I don't know if that's what they intended or not, but that's an option for you. I will just stick mine in my sleeves, which I love to store mine in. Okay, let's get to the goodies. Let's flip this back over. I'm going to keep this handy. There's our little mini dimensionals. Okay, so we get, looks like these were meant to be little card fronts here for this card. We get 3 of these. Now I'm going to get out some of my favorite things that I love to store stuff in. My favorite things are things that Stampin' Up! Does not sell, but I find very helpful in organizing my supplies. So there is a link in this video description of where you will see a list of all of what I call my favorite things. All right, let's get to, okay, this was going to be a mini card, it looks like. Yep, like bigger than 3 by 3. How big is this envelope? Looks like it'll probably be like 4 by 4 maybe. So this is small. I can store this in there with that. Then we get some larger envelopes. I think these are all slightly different. So we do get different sleeves. Now, oh, that's a pretty blue. So let's see how far this goes down the envelope. So it goes all the way down the back part, but it's not on the front part. I don't know if that shows. But this flap is cute too. And I often cut up even the envelopes to make alternatives. Okay, and then we have this leaf pattern. And these are, it looks like maybe Cajun craze. So if you needed more Cajun craze, that goes down the front like that. Okay, here are our 3 card fronts, or card bases. I call them card fronts because I generally cut these in half. That way I can use both sides for a card. So automatically we can double the cards in our kits just by adding a few additional supplies. Like I add the thick white card bases to mine. Now, where did it go? I love these. These are like 7 by almost 9, and so they store the supplies quite nice. That way I'm not having to keep up with the thick box. Okay, this is nice. Can you see the foiling on that? So copper foiling it looks like, and I love that we get double-sided. So they are white on the inside, but I will at least cut these in half and double the cards. So that's quite nice. We get these beautiful leaves. I love how they've colored them. And then we get this wood stump. Now I'm glad it's just a paper. It's not wood, so it's not going to be thick. And there is a snail and a mushroom. So get 1, 2, 3 of those. Oh, well, this is quite large, isn't it? What did they do? Okay, they just added leaves to that. So we'll see what we come up with to use for this one. 1, 2, 3 of those. So those are the 3 card bases. And then we also get some glue dots. Now, some people do not like these, but let me tell you, if you have a take your pick tool, which if you don't, that would be a good thing to add to your $75 for tomorrow to get free shipping on. Those are great, and I actually like them, especially if I have an embellishment or something that I didn't get the adhesive up on, so I can use those glue dots. We get some nice labels. So this one's just a typical banner type or flag type, and this one is a different shape. Get that out for you. I better put this in my little envelope so I don't lose it. Okay, and then we have some nice foiled leaves here, very shiny, as well as the label. So it has a stitching like that's looks like copper, and same in the leaves. So those are nice. And then we get some just colored leaves. This is the detail, by the way, of one of the add-on leaf dies. Let me see if it's the same. Let me grab those. I have my add-on dies here, and I actually have one die cut already. Whoops. Yep, it looks like they are pretty much the exact same size, if I can get those in front of each other. So that's nice to know that if you need more leaves, it's part of the, excuse me, every celebration dies, which last I looked, those were still available. And that's item number is 164991. So that's good to know. So that is those. I'm going to put the leaf in. Another one of my favorites are the 3x5, and I think I have those right here. I have something else in those for little items like that. Let's see the coordinating colors for this kit. It's on the back, and it is Cajun Craze, Crumb Cake, Crushed Curry, Early Espresso, Night of Navy, so that must have been the blue of the envelope, Pecan Pie, Poppy Parade, Pumpkin Pie, berry vanilla, and wild wheat. So if you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, be sure and subscribe. That way, when I post my alternative videos, you will have a link to those. And I think they still have a notification button. So if you do that, then under your subscriptions, there'll just be a little red button when I have something new to share. I do thank you all for joining me. Now, if you're familiar with my Etsy shop, I will be adding a cut file for these items. I think I can just about do, I won't probably do, will I do the snail or not? I don't know. But I'm going to also change the way I do my Etsy shop. So I usually have an SVG file, which is good for you Cricut users, and a scan and cut file separately. I'm going to go ahead and combine those so it's one listing and you don't get confused. So when you purchase that file, you'll get both the scan and cut file and the SVG, and then you can just use it for whichever file you will need. The scan and cut file will be a zip file, which you will have to extract all and then see them, and the SVG is just a normal download from my Etsy shop. So also note, if you're doing Cricut and when you go into design space, you have to ungroup it or separate something like that in design space to get them individually, where you can copy and duplicate as many as you want. So I just want to point that out, that I'm going to be switching starting this month, or as my individual ones sell out, I'm going to group them together. That way you don't accidentally purchase the wrong one. You will get both files with that. I did put out my what month? August Paper Pumpkin alternative PDF. My Paper Pumpkin subscribers get that for free. That's another perk of being a subscriber under myself. But I have had some interest in those from those of you that maybe you're your own demonstrator that want to purchase those. So I've added that to my Etsy shop as well. There is a link to that in the video description box of this video as well. So until my next video, oh, one more thing to share. I almost forgot. I am working on the Shepherd. It was one of my favorite stamp sets. I don't know. Here it is. A cut file for it. So I'm almost done with it, but I loved this set. It's one of my favorites out of the holiday catalog, and it's 164-300. So you can see here I've gotten that done. The Shepherd. I think I'm still working on this one. The Peace on Earth, the Little Town, and these. So anyway, I'll be adding those as well very soon. So if you're interested in that, be sure and check my Etsy shop. Thank you all for joining me. I really do appreciate you watching my videos, and all of you that subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. So stay tuned by subscribing, and the best compliments you can give me is a thumbs up. Share this video with your other paper crafting friends, and as always, be sure and subscribe to my YouTube channel. There will be a button right at the end of this that makes it easy to do so. So thanks for joining me, everyone. I hope you have a great day, and hopefully you get your kit soon. Bye-bye.